So hello to everyone across the world. I am now live on YouTube. I just wanted to first and foremost say thank you for sharing my videos across the platforms and to your loved ones. Most notably, you all know that I have been frequenting the Orlando and Georgia area over the past week in counseling families. And so this is the first time where I get to take a break and out back in Florida beaches. Um, and I really appreciate you guys reaching out as life is happening and happening to to people. And what does that mean? That means that life progresses, and you guys are trying to figure it out how to deal with breakups, trying to figure out how to let go, how to process your emotions. A lot of I don't know. There's the whole mixture of a lot of people going through life, I would call, such as end of life stages, breakups, divorces, loved one passing away lately. And so we shouldn't wait for some things like that to happen in order for it to wake us up and to reach out to a monk or any other holy order, a representative of any other holy order. We should always prepare ourselves in life to know that things are just going to wait right around the corner for us, because it is called the vicissitudes of life that kind of put people on edge and sometimes can provoke wise fear and anxiety. Uh, it is exactly that the Buddha taught. The meditation, keeping the precept, and meditation thus leading to wisdom, and you relying on that wisdom when life happens to you as a layperson when you are at home. And so, as there are a couple of new of you that I have met both in person and online and over the phone, I am jubilant and happy to guide you all through the stages of my program, the Cognitive Behavioral Therapy program, and Basics in Buddhism. That way you are better prepared. You are the next leaders, hopefully, in Buddhism. The ability to lead yourself, your life, carry yourself in such a way that you are as immune as possible to some of the vicissitudes of life, the bows and arrows. I am particularly grateful for some of you who also have made your givings and generosity in order for the programs to continue this past week. Sorry, this phone is sliding. So things are going to move quite fairly quick, as I may be frequenting this Washington area, Washington State, and Arizona, and possibly traveling overseas quite fairly within the next month. All three of those happening in the next month and a half, 2 months. It's my continuous encouragement for all of you to practice mindfulness of the breath. For those who have been following me for quite some time, in breath 1, out breath 1, in breath 2, out breath 2, in breath 3, out breath 3. The Bút Thô technique as taught in Thailand, in breath Bút, out breath Thô, in breath Bút, out breath Thô. And a reminder for all of you to go out and to be with one with nature, at the park, at the beach. Get out of your environment, have some time in solitude for yourself, reflect in a day's work, reflect in a week's work, what you were doing, why you were doing it, who did you did it with. A review of the week makes you a more effective human being. And to review the Four Noble Truths, something that I've been emphasizing over and over again, about the Four Noble Truths, that we meditate on the Four Noble Truths often, and should be primary in this practice, especially with me. Let us also reflect on the Noble Eightfold Path, which is the comprehensive, clear instructions the Buddha left us on how to live, how to cultivate right view, right intention, right action, right livelihood, right mindfulness, right effort. And for those of you who have families, let us also lead them into the Four Noble Truths by explaining over and over again until they get the point. Especially children who are in ages 10, 11, 12, 13 and up. As soon as you identify they have the capacity to understand, we have to do our job as parents and siblings to bring them close. A lot happens this week, and I couldn't help but to review some of the people that I have encountered, and some of the people that I have encountered are getting into Buddhism a little late in life, and how life has done a number on them before reaching me in the monastery, and how I reflected that it could have cushioned their fall, could have been more roses and less thorns had they discovered what I am talking about here today. So let us also remind ourselves of the word peace and what peace is to you, and what it means to be free from disturbing emotions, to mitigate disturbing emotions from occurring based upon what is presented in front of us, the activating event. The activating event in front of us and what goes through our mind, which is our belief systems, thus leading to the actions that we're going to take, whether it is wholesome or unwholesome. How simple I find it over and over again, the teachings of the Buddha, how easy and simple, but yet often missed, overlooked. And so I come out to the beach, and hopefully the background reminds you of what peace is like, what it's like to be connected with nature, to be reconnected with our minds, to understand our mind. And if our mind is not good to us, we can change the way how we think. We can change our mind. You can change your standpoint. You can change your conviction quite fairly quickly. No different than people who get divorces and their spouse says, I want a divorce with you. And trust me, sometimes certain people, smart ones, change quickly, realizing what they're going to lose at hand. Especially when you have something to lose at hand. People change quickly. But that's a bumpy road, isn't it? Why does it have to get to that far, right, in life for certain examples as such to take place for us to wake up and change? You know, I remember one time oh, I think Miss Vandana says she is practicing it over there and not out here. Let us take 3 deep breaths as we watch to reset ourselves. 25,000 breaths each day. How many of them do you actually notice? You all hear the sounds of the ocean behind me. When life gets hectic and when life gets hard, you can, if you're close to a beach and if you go to the beach or a nearby waterfall, you can actually just focus on the sound of the ocean, and that becomes the most important sound in your ear in that moment. We call that a one-pointed concentration technique. When the mind focuses on just that one thing. It could be the sound of the ocean, it could be your favorite color. Typically we use the breath as the object of meditation. Slowly we realize what peace is like. Slowly we realize what it's like to be in the present moment. And how the precious moment is fleeting, often escapes us. As I sit here at the ocean, at the beach, it captures a moment in time of me guiding you all on how to meditate, choosing a proper place for meditation. And yet after this video is done, hundreds and thousands of thoughts will come back to your mind. And depending on how you practice and how long you have been practicing, how you bring your mind under control when the mind starts to pull you different directions. Someone asked on here, what is mind? Mind is that one which knows. That voice in our head. And oh my goodness. Angie! Angie's here, sorry. Come join me, Angie. Angie, I called you the other day. Because I might join you guys in Washington, D.C.
Cool.
I've got this Frontier Pass.
Oh, yeah?
And I got this. Come join me. Make yourself at home.
I don't want to be on there.
Oh, yeah. You can just sit there. You can relax it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are you on right now?
I'm live right now, yeah.
Okay. Where's Vandana with her yoga?
She says she's at the church.
The church?
And I thought it was out here, so I'm looking around.
Her website said it was at 16th Avenue, right in front of the Montessori.
Right.
And the park, really. And that's where I'm at. And I don't see her.
Yeah, so I told her I was going to fire this up and do this anyway, because I've been Georgia and Orlando. I've been everywhere.
Oh, yeah. You've been traveling.
So so we talked, and she told me about the Washington thing, and I got this Frontier Pass, so I may take like a last. But the deal is I got booked the ticket the day before.
Yeah.
So it's like a 50-50 thing.
Yeah. Huh. So she's not out here at all today?
She says church.
What do you mean?
So the yoga place is taking place at church.
Oh, inside?
I have no idea. She texted me, she says church.
Because there is a church on the other side of this park.
Right.
Where the steeple is, you see it?
Right. I mean, you can try it, right? If you want, you can try over there. Just walk over there and see if
it's
she's...
already after the time.
Yeah, it's already 8:08, so it's only like 20 more minutes.
Let's see if she replied. Yep. Church pavilion, there was lightning. Yep, you're right. She went inside
Oh, okay.
to the pavilion.
Oh, okay. I see. But yeah, feel free. I'm just Huh?
You're letting your hair grow.
What? Which
Your
hair? Oh, it's growing out?
Yeah, yeah, you're getting some hair.
Oh.
Uh,
Yeah, just do your thing. You feel free.
you mind if I just sit here?
Yeah, yeah. I'm just.
I'll just take in the nice sunset.
Sure. I'm just catching up with. I haven't given teachings for a minute, so I figured
Oh, okay.
I'd give some teachings and make sure I do my job as a monk.
Okay.
Namo Buddhaya. I'd like to welcome all of you on my Facebook Live. Out of all cameras, I took a couple of videos preset for TikTok, and now Facebook is live, and everyone that is on my Facebook. A reminder for all of us to visit nature, be out of the house. This is very important, the fact that we need to be out of the house. I'm in a lot of people's homes nowadays, and I see that people are getting very comfortable in their homes, and for some reason in their mind they feel either unsafe or they don't want to leave the house. And we were not designed, our biology, the way we were created, we were designed to be with nature, to be with the ocean, to just live and be free. What is it like to be free? Now I'm teaching to kids and to parents, and I find myself now walking with them, particularly nature scenes, walking barefooted, and to teach them how to connect with the ground, to feel the earth, to be with the earth, to sink your hands into the dirt and the sand, to get dirty, to get messy, to play, to redefine childhood, particularly to the young adolescents that are now under my guidance. Blessed are those who actually get to experience what we call childhood. To be out of the house, 7, 8 years old, to play, to interact, to cause a scene, to solve problems with friends. And what the next generation now don't have that, and will be lacking a lot of social skills. We ourselves lead by example, and our kids will follow. If we ourselves take ourselves out of our environment and come to the beach or the park and enjoy nature, to teach our loved ones and our family mindfulness of the breath, as you watch, let us take 3 deep breaths. $25,000 breaths each day. How many of them do you notice? Noticing our breaths. And let me add this before I forget. Before one can meditate, one has to cut back on the drama of life. I like to add the many humans that come across me, with me, walking with me, how we engage into counseling, and how we have identified certain stressors, triggers. On the path to peace is to mitigate that immediately. And the priority of peace. Upon listening to stories this week, I find the heart being,
Hey, hello. Do you have account for TikTok?
yes,
Can you show me your?
oh, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. That was unique. I had a kid come up and ask for my TikTok, so I'm giving a live teaching. I find listening to certain stories year after year, it never gets old. But feeling the weight of that story and the depth of that story, the depth of the drama, the magnitude of the drama, and how it leads people away from peace, disturbs their mind, the inability to sleep, inability to be alone, inability to experience quality solitude, meaningful solitude, inability to analyze one's mind as one is one's scientist. Let this image of a monk sitting on the beach remind all of you, with the right view, that he looks peaceful. So we want to be just like him. Because as monks, we want to be just like the Buddha. Peaceful, serene, alert, awake, calm, but yet effective. So let you all reflect on that. It's a rare, the fact that the beach is behind me is going to become more rare as the days progresses forward. And I'm going to catch up here with my wonderful Miss Angie. And I'd like to conclude my talk. Thank you all for joining. May you all be well, be happy, be free, and always be healthy.